Hey there! In today's episode, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite movies, ROBOCOP. And of course, in this episode, we're talking about collecting. So I'm going to re-emphasize some things about collecting, but I'm also going to show you some items that I actually have. That one of them was on a bucket list that I have, and then the other one, I just found it recently, and I was going to reveal it to you today. So let's get started. Hey guys, Rob here. How's it going? So, today's episode is about collecting. And I wanted to tell you guys once again, if you saw my first episode that I did, what is collecting? Well, it's different for everybody, but I want to emphasize to people when you're collecting things, you have to have fun collecting. Some of the stuff gets really expensive. Sometimes it just, I don't know, just takes a little while to get. But when you get some of these items, it's really, really cool. Because, especially if it was something you grew up with. Well, like today, underneath this, and you can see right here, this movie, ROBOCOP, was one of my favorite movies when I was growing up. Very violent movie. In fact, the first one that came out on DVD, it was called the Crichton Edition. And it came with this, 20 or 25 minutes worth of bonus features of just basically added content that made the movie almost X-rated. And X-rated is because of the violence that was in it. Well, the Blu-ray, like this one here, this one actually has all of that in there and stuff like that. So there's all of these really cool things. Now, there was a character in here that I'm going to be showing you today, but I do want to show you one other thing that is really cool. And it was on my buckets list. I just kept saying I wanted this item so bad ever after seeing this movie. And if most of you have seen the movie, you know the scene that I'm talking about, maybe. And that is when we get to see Peter Weller, who played Alex Murphy. Sorry if this is a spoiler alert for you. But he had, became RoboCop. He was part man, part machine, all cop. And stuff like that. But his weapon was ridiculous. Like the gun he had, which was called the Auto 9. Just a huge honking gun. Well, in my collection of stuff, I actually own the Auto 9. This is a replica of his gun that was used in the movie. And this thing, which is really funny, this is actually a airsoft gun. So it shoots little pellets out of it, and it is got two features to it. It's got single shot and full auto. They give you a clip, and inside here you put your green gas in, you set it in, you pull the hammer back, and then you give the trigger a pull. Of course, there's no gas in this thing because you never want to dry fire these things. But this thing is ridiculous. I tried it once, and the single shot is really cool, but so is the full auto. It scares everybody. But this thing is crazy. It's so cool. But the reason I wanted this is because in that movie, this gun is huge. I mean, compare it to any other gun, because it's actually made out of, if I remember correctly, I think it was a Beretta. It's this part here, and like this part here, which is like the Beretta, and then it's just got this added stuff onto it, and then it's got the larger, finger hole, because of course when you looked at Peter Weller when he was RoboCop, he had really big fingers. So how do you get your finger into the trigger? So that was the thing, is that how do you get that guy to put his finger in this thing? So this thing, ridiculous and cool. But as I said, this is something that I was so passionate about trying to find, and I finally found someone that sold it to me. Totally cool, totally awesome, fun thing, but now I just keep it as a collector's item. I don't really use it very much because I tried it once. I mean, you gotta try it, right? So, but this thing, super fun. Anyway, so now the next thing I want to talk about is this guy right here. So RoboCop had its 30th anniversary. They came out with some really cool, unique stuff, but there was a character in the original RoboCop, this one right here, that Peter Weller, RoboCop, had to fight against. And it was basically like, this was supposed to be the RoboCop, not, you know, Peter Weller's character. So this is what I'm going to show you guys right now. And this is the part that I got super excited about because this little guy here has got some cool features. So, without further ado, let's reveal what I have right here. And that is, as they probably say in the movie, Ed 209. That's right. If you look closely at this thing, and you'll see it's kind of cool. And in fact, what I'll do real quick here is I'm just going to zoom in real quick on this thing. But you can see Ed 209 30th anniversary. Now, I will say this. When I saw this thing in the store, what can I tell you? I fell in love with this because there were so many things. I mean, even the box. I mean, the box itself, you know, you look at the writing on here, it's all just like from the movie, you know, you got Ed 209 there and stuff like that. But if I were to tell you right now, just by looking in the back of the box of this thing, it says here, okay, RoboCop 30th anniversary, Ed 209, the future of law enforcement. Well, not really. In here it actually says push button activates authentic sound effects and dialogue. You can extend his legs and he's fully articulated. So this is nuts. I mean, all the cool things on here. I mean, I just love the box itself. So, but I wanted to show you guys this because when I saw this, it was like I had to get it, you know, couldn't wait. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open this bad boy up and we're going to get Ed 209 out here and we're going to try to see if I can get him to make his little sounds and whatever and see how much close it is to this film. So while I grab my knife here real quick, or even a good pair of skizzers, we're going to go ahead and cut this guy open. And I think that's as much tape as I need to take off. So what we're going to do is pop this open, like so. And I just realized, ooh, cool. If you look inside there, you can kind of see him sitting down in the bottom there. He looks like he's already fully assembled, which is going to make my life extremely easy. So let's go ahead and pull him up and out here. Okay, oh yeah. And he's got a little heft to him, so, alright. Well, probably like the easiest box that I've ever had to open before. So let's take a look here and see if he's got anything on here. Watch, he's going to start talking to me as soon as I pop this thing open. So, okay. And I'm just going to, ooh. Okay, he's cool. Alright, so there was no tape, no nothing, just simple, easy, pop him off, and alright. Well, let's see if we can get him to stand upright so we can actually look. What was that? Oh, a little piece of plastic. Alright. So I'm just kind of messing with him here just to try to see where I can get his hands to position here. And I can see that they kind of have them twisted around a little bit because Ed 209 did have some, let's see here, watch, I'm gonna break them right now. That would make me sad. Trying to see if there's a button to push or just pull. Looks like just pull. Kind of. Oh, yep. Just pull. So you can kind of pick them up and you can actually be kind of tall looking if you want them to be. But you also gotta pivot his legs a little bit so that he actually stands looking straight towards you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of pose him a little bit bigger. Boy, he stands pretty tall. Alright, so what I'm going to do, try to get him to position himself. He's probably like the most awkward looking robot I've ever seen. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put him about halfway down. And that's the other thing, is trying to get him to line up. You see, now he looks like he's looking pretty much dead on now. So we can actually just kind of pose him a little bit here. And bend his head down forward. Now the detail is super cool on him. Like he's got all of his little pipes and whatever. Now I did see on here, okay, is that, yeah, you can pull off the little, he's got a little tab in the back here, and pull this tab out and he should make all kinds of sounds and whatever. But the thing is, I'm also trying to find where the buttons would be on here. But yeah, I don't see any like buttons, unless he's completely activated by, oh, found it right there. Oh, and seeing his head poses back and forth, so you can kind of turn his head a little bit, but there's a button right here on the side. So, okay, I'm going to try to stand him up here. He is probably like the most awkward looking robot there. So, and then I'll put the box right next to him so you can actually see the size of him. And then what I'll do is I'll just kind of zoom in here real quick so that you guys can actually see what this guy looks like now with some detail. Okay. So, and then of course the best part is just making him do his thing real quick. So, but yeah, once again, you know, when you guys collect this stuff, you gotta enjoy it. You gotta enjoy what you do. You gotta enjoy what you're playing with, having fun with it, you know, so on and so forth. This is like the first time I've done like an unboxing of something that I definitely have to say it's probably one of the funnest items. So let's go ahead and pull that tab out of there. Now if I push his button, Wow, he's loud. But anyway, so there you guys go. One of the new items that I got to collect, plus adding this to my collection. So once again, always enjoy what you guys collect, and hopefully you guys enjoy what you collect. And this thing, for the price you paid, which was not very much, I think it was like 30 bucks. It's a cool toy, cool collector's item, and should be fun. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Remember, if you first time being to the show and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button for me. If you like what you see, definitely hit that like button. And other than that, I'll see you guys out there. See you later.